How many of you have heard of izna? Izna? This is from a month ago. It's called Sign. Okay. Am I saying that right? Izna? New to you? Kinda? Okay. All right, well, let's check them out. This apparently has 59 million views in a month. Pretty respectable. So let's see what all the buzz is about.
Starlight 아래 나란히 앉아서 두근두근 얘기할 때 Moonlight 위에서 너와 춤을 출 때 You and I are up in the sky You make it feel like spring break, earthquake 나는 들어놔 풀 수 없는 숙제 같아 넌 아이스크림보다 더 달콤해 And you make me down down 정말 모르겠어 널 말야 더 망설이지 마 자석처럼 끌리잖아
Okay, that dancing doesn't match that singing, and that's fine. But these voices are pretty solid. I like. I mean, would I add this song to my playlist? No, not yet. But am I really kind of taken aback by these voices right now? Yes.
망설이지 마 자석처럼 끌리잖아 Do you wanna take it? Gotta keep the pace Oh, you better stop wasting time Can you just give me a sign? 오직 날 향한 green light 거짓말 하지 않아도 알잖아 I'll be yours and you will be mine 지리 마치 번개 눈이 마주칠 때
Interesting.
No, you hit the switch on me 내 맘속에 퍼지는 종소리 Oh my god, I'm Monday Running on my mind like all day 놓치기 전에 서둘러줄래 정말 모르겠어 널 말야 더 망설이지 마 중력처럼 당기잖아 Do you wanna take it? Gotta keep the pace Oh, you better stop wasting time Can you just give me a sign? 오직 날 향한 green light 거짓말 하지 않아도 알잖아 I'll be yours and you will be mine 두려워만 I gave you the sign 널 위해 기다리고 있는 hotline 보여줄래 한 번에 알 수 있게 Baby oh babe don't wanna ask you twice Can you just give me a sign 오직 날 향한 green light 오직 날 향한
Breaking the friend zone, turning what if into whatever. Don't hide behind the word friend.
거짓말 하지 않아도 알잖아 I'll be yours and you will be mine Just give me a sign 오직 날 향한 green light 거짓말 하지 않아도 알잖아 I'll be yours and you will be mine
Not bad. Nice ending. Oh. The end. Okay. So sparks. Oh, that makes sense. The sparks that we saw through the video are kind of sparks between her and the person that she is pursuing or is pursuing. I think it's her pursuing them because she's saying, can you give me a sign? Interesting. Okay. Okay. So what I think is kind of interesting about this is that with this video, let's see, let me get to it. This is kind of a different part of the spectrum from something we were talking about earlier, where we were talking about post-production and processing of voices, okay? Because these voices, while I can hear the fact that there's like different layers, there's processing, there's effects, I totally get that. I feel like I can hear their natural voices as the framework that the effects are built on, right? So they're just using the effects and processing to make the natural voices a little bit more full, not correct them, kind of fill them up a bit, okay? This is perfect. This is like, I can listen to them and say, they have great voices. I can tell even through the processing. But what I think is interesting is like, there's a couple different sections to this song, some of which I'm like, not for me. And then some I'm like, oh, hello. Say more things like that. Do you want to take it? When we first kick things off, good little tune happening on the music bed. Nice, clean voice over the top. I'm like, okay, I kind of get this. The cinematography of the whole video is great. Great. Now, I'll tell you what I'm kind of saying when I say something like that. Composition is essentially how you're putting things into the frame of the video. So even though we have these letterboxes at the top and bottom, the usable part of the frame becomes the image that you see here. The composition is how we put things in that frame, and then we use like the different sections of the frame to just draw your eye and see the things that we want you to see. Everything is a decision down to the nitnoids, whatever that is. Some people say. Even this shot right here, we fill the frame up with her, but we also want you to see whatever's going on in this mug right here. Like mug of tears or something. And then this shot through the hole in the wall, no signal, you fool, written on the side. Slightly out of focus. You might catch it, you might not, but it lends itself to the message of the song. But we're looking through the hole to what's actually in focus, which is the friend walking by. It might even be her, actually. I can't tell. The jeans and the sweater look the same. Could be her. But either way, that's what I mean is the cinematography across the video is really, really good. So I got to give him props for that. Lots of different vibes through this thing. So this first section, I like the sound, I like the song, I like the voices. But then when it breaks into that build and that chorus, I'm kind of like, you're losing me. It's just not for me. I'm not the main audience. But they managed to reel me back in after the chorus. You make it feel like spring break, earthquake. This one's, it's fine. Still hear the voices. Ooh, this build and these voices. Yes. Take it, gotta keep the pace. Oh, you better stop wasting time. Can you just give me a sign? Question, and I don't think anybody's gonna know this because it didn't sound like most of you were familiar with this group, but I'm gonna make a guess on something. I wonder if this member is the youngest of the group. I wonder. We have 6 members. She has an extremely young face, young look to her, okay? The reason I point this out as her being the focal point of this scene is because this chorus feels like pop. It feels like the younger audience is the main audience, the demographic they're shooting for, that they want to capture with this song. So to put her in that front position is like a visual sign of also, yeah, this is who we're talking to. Pay attention. Maybe. Now, we come out of the chorus, which is definitely not for me, but they grabbed me instantly, not only with the shift of the song, but the visual that they crashed right into after that chorus. Total different vibe. Back to the voices. So you see what I mean? I feel like there's different sections of the song, which is really clever if you're still trying to not just capture this one audience for the chorus and the overall bop, but to also get someone like me to go, damn, I really like that part of the song. I'm going to download it. And then I like that section. But of course, I'm going to listen to the whole damn song. I get through the vegetables to get to that dessert because there's a couple sections I really like. Really well done. I mean, I can absolutely understand why there's 59 million views in a month. I think it's well done. It doesn't feel like there's that one part, the chorus feels a little formulaic to me, but I think that's just because I don't really care for that type of vibe with music. It's just too young for me. But the rest of it is really good. And I feel like it's speaking to me. And the sparks, that's really clever. Talking about getting out of the friend zone, pursuing somebody. Please send me a sign so I kind of know. Oh, good voices.